Hey there, YouTubers. First of all, welcome to Marquette. This video is not about Marquette. I do have a couple video ideas, but this ain't that. This is a recap of a busy last month or so. I've recorded something, but I haven't edited yet, and then I got to decide if I will. So with that said, here I go with whatever this is going to be. There's going to be some food, some traveling, and a makeshift like start with the recap kind of thing. So I hope you enjoy, and let's see what this is going to be. That's a Kudagi, and I think I like them better than pasties, but that's a whole nother story. So I was back in Ohio a while back, and I helped my uncle load not one, but two huge U-Haul trucks, and they moved to Minnesota. I dog sat their wonderful but blind wiener dog, and everything went well. Although Vinny probably wouldn't agree. I got rid of a lot of junk from my place back in Ohio. Once the blind dog left, Vinny was pretty happy that he didn't have any other dogs around for a little while. Went to Costco, because you got to go to Costco before you head back up to the Great White North. Broke the vegan thing and went to Popeyes. And I don't care if I upset anybody or not, but Chick-fil-A is terrible. If you're going to get fast food chicken, don't go to KFC. Don't go to Chick-fil-A for a few reasons. Go to Popeyes. Their chicken is the best. I've always found Chick-fil-A to be greasy and soggy. But seriously, I did a month of work and I got a lot of junk cleaned out of my house in Ohio. I got Cousin Eddie all cleaned up and ready to spend the winter by himself. I packed up the car, and although I haven't moved out of Ohio yet to the UP, it's getting closer, and I'll be glad to be out of Ohio one of these days, to be honest. I don't purposely try to say bad stuff about Ohio, but I've been living in Ohio long enough that I'll be glad to live someplace else. It's just not for me anymore. And then the day I decided to head north, the snow came to me. Vinny got all loaded up in the car, and he is a much better passenger in the car than in the camper van. He's not a big fan of that. It was a nasty drive day, but I was happy when I saw that sign right there. Yeah. It was a great drive, and it's really nice to go faster than you can in a camper van, and then you get to that site, and I don't like saying terrible things about Ohio, even though I do it all the time. This is a much better place to be than Ohio. There's nice places in Ohio for sure, but it ain't this. This is next level stuff, and this is where I get happy when I start crossing that bridge and my smile gets wider and wider. Stopped at the Cut River Gorge store to get a soda, paid way more than I should have, and then commenced to pouring half of it on myself. So, see, you can't argue with me about the Yoop. It is gorgeous. And made it to where I wanted to be with a smile that was even bigger than when I crossed the bridge. In a previous video, I showed you just how much stuff I could cram into this little convertible. It was very impressive. I'm proud of myself still. Vinny, the one-eared diabetic, has been plucking a lot of fur off him, so that's the suit he has to wear. Now let's look at some other stuff. All right, YouTubers, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and the voice is making bread. You don't believe me? It's 2 o'clock in the morning, the voice is making bread. So the voice has gotten into making sourdough bread, and it has, in her own words too, it has kind of taken over her life. It's kind of all-encompassing, but I've been enjoying every bit of bread she's been making. It's been fantastic, in my opinion. Back in the Yoop, so back to good food. Those are cabbage rolls, and they were fantastic. Did I mention sourdough? Yeah, these are sourdough bagels now. I think if you watch my videos often, you're going to know that I don't lie to you, that these were fantastic. The voice is a very, very good cook. The plan for this video had been a recap, but we're just doing about a month because tomorrow we are heading out of town because it's just too cold here. More bread. Okay, YouTube creator behind the scenes portion. Because we're getting out of town tomorrow, I'm trying to bang out a video really quick for you guys. So I'm basically just doing 20-second clips of audio over this as I edit. Hope that's okay. I think it might be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. As that thermometer showed you just a couple seconds ago, it has gotten cold here. So there was some freezing of Lake Michigan. So I think it's beautiful. So I'm going to give you some shots of that, and I might just shut up for a bit. Since it's New Year's, maybe you'll like this song.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance ingredients be forgot and all left.
All right, Yoop is safely in the garage. Been here for a while. And kept a trickle charger on it. I'm gonna unplug it and start the car. It has an awesome place to hide out for the winter.
Should old acquaintance be forgot?
I think there's some crazy people that went out on the ice too early and might got it forgotten if they fall through. This is more vegan food. It's a recreation of the KFC bowl, you know, but a lot better with tofu. And tofu can be good if you cook it right, and the voice cooks everything right. I refuse to lie to you for even 1 second. This is fantastic. It's plant-based, but it's still fantastic. Did I mention sourdough? I mean, I'm trying to remember back. Have I mentioned sourdough at all in this video? It's been a big sourdough winter so far. She's an artist though, because they are all beautiful. Throwing in something a little sad here. This is the remains of the nicest restaurant and for quite a few miles, the Stone House. That whole thing burnt down. That was the best restaurant in the whole area. In Escanaba, right at the sign. Sad. Had to go get a propane tank. It's Christmas Eve. Propane tank, because my uncle gave me this for helping him move. I used to have the kind that you put right on the tank, but somewhere they ended up in my past life. Let's see how this thing works. Got the propane thing going. All right, got it going. Oh, tank, a little bit odd. It's still burning and it really has warmed up this garage. And the voice was nice enough. She texted me and said, hey, don't forget to keep the garage vented. I know. But this is the first time I use it. I'm really happy with it. I could come out here and do some projects. I don't even have it turned up all that high. Let's see. That's pretty high. It's kicking out a lot of heat. Let's turn it down because I'm done with it. I'm really glad to have this, but I'd recommend this. It's a little easier to use, a little more user-friendly. So I'll show you how you shut it off. You just, like most things, you close the tank, let it run all the propane out. That didn't take it long. And then I just turned it off. All right, that's it. Maybe you'll see a Kudigi next. As I've said many times, mostly plant-based, but sometimes this happens. All right, YouTubers, I got lucky. We're gonna have those Kudigis, and hopefully it'll get me in a better mood, because I really despise the product known as GoPro. It is a horrible piece of shit. And I said it, and I'm not editing it out. So this is the Kudigi sausage. I think we're gonna make 2 of these, and the voice already did all the hard work. She kind of put that patty into a Kudigi shaped patty. And then she made these homemade sourdough beautiful buns that look a lot like the ones from Lowry's. Yeah, nice and dense. And that's gonna go on there. And then there's other stuff to go on there. Let me show you. Ooh, before I take it away, there is cheese. This, we have vegan cheese because we don't have any real cheese. So we're putting vegan cheese on pig remains.
Yeah.
Voice has got something to say.
I got nothing to say.
She's got nothing. GoPro. Peppers and onions and mushrooms, but we're out of mushrooms. All right, onions and peppers getting cooked. Oh, we need mushrooms. Do we need mushrooms?
I don't have mushrooms.
We don't have any mushrooms. No mushrooms. Gonna have cheese and some sauce on it. Looky. The reason it's a little darker and there's a noise is because whenever you cook, usually smoke alarms go off and dogs get scared and people fall and hurt themselves, but life is good. The voice is getting it. You get it off there. Woo, what up? I think you'd agree with me. That looks pretty good. Well, unless you're a vegan, an actual real vegan. Like at Lowry's, put some pizza sauce on it too. All right, I'm going to take a bite of this big, beautiful sandwich. Look at this Kudigi. Can you see it? Look at that Kudigi. Hold on. That's pretty good.
Is it pretty good?
I'll say this, I think. Just so you know. I think the one from Lowry's like this has really grown on me, and their Kudagi meat is better than this Kudagi meat that we got.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
But it's still pretty good, YouTubers. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great and wonderful day. Bye. All right, so we agreed. This kind of has it's Kudagi meat, but it kind of has more of a breakfast sausage taste to it. And it was the same brand that I bought sausage links in Kudagi meat, but I bought the spicy. This isn't the spicy. And that didn't have a breakfast sausage taste, but this does.
Very disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah. It tastes good, but it's kind of a...
It's like a breakfast sandwich.
It does taste like a breakfast sandwich.
What the hell?
What the heck? All right, YouTubers, have a great and wonderful day. This is still pretty good. We're on the search now for some different Kudagi meat one of these days. Maybe when some meat eaters come around, I have to break down and act like it's a sacrifice. Should be nice to them. All right. Vincenzo's doing well, even though he looks a little smug in this picture, but still wearing a cowboy suit because he won't stop pulling his hair out. A local squirrel somehow found a cookie. He decided to hide his cookie on the porch, so let's check out what he does with it.
It's so cute.
He knows they're watching him. Oh, don't take my cookie.
I'm not gonna take your damn cookie, squirrel.
Hiding behind a shovel.
He thinks he can hide.
I can't see you, you can't see me. He's got crumbs by his butt. What? I'm just trying to eat a cookie, lady. Bye. If you've been watching a while, you can tell Vinny's lost a lot of weight, which is a good thing, but lately it seems too much. But the vet keeps telling us he's fine, so I'm gonna just think he's fine. Getting old and skinny. Vinny, it's okay. You're okay. I'm gonna spray you now. No. Whoop. 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 We're gonna spray you. There you go. Alright, that's enough for YouTube. I gotta pay attention to you. I know, buddy. I gotta clean your eyeball out still. You do not like this. You're still wet. You do not like this. But your eye looks a lot better than it did, Vin. Crusty old man. Yeah, your eye looks a lot better even with that goober in it. After bath food, he's very happier. Have to feed him on a placemat because sometimes he decides to take it out of the bowl and onto the floor, and that's not good for hardwood floors. Don't put your suit back on after it gets washed, buddy. Here's a strange thing. This cat, he's got 3 suits now, but his skin is oily and just keeps doing this stuff. It gets these things all stained up. It's not poop or nothing. It's just his skin is so oily and it stains stuff. It's pretty gross, but you gotta wear this. He does not like it. As soon as you put these on, he just sits. He can be playing with it off. You put that on and he's just done. He goes and lays down. We are finally getting close to the end. Guess what, YouTubers? We're going from Lake Michigan up to Lake Superior again. We're going to Marquette. I don't know what's going to happen when we get there, but maybe I'll show you. Maybe I won't. Let's see. You don't need to see the drive. I knew it. None of you want to see the drive. This is the exact same clip I did without sound because the GoPro is again still a piece of garbage and it almost got thrown out the window. Honestly, I swear I almost threw it out the window and I recorded nothing else for the rest of the day. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a great and wonderful day and a happy new year.